there is a possible data set.
Yeah,
You're in the physical therapy, right, sir?
respiratory therapy.
Yes, sorry. So yeah, it's a respiratory therapy. So you should have a data set about respiratory therapy. So yeah, then you examine the data like that. And then from there, you
Sure, sure.
propose. Yeah, so that your life will
Sir,
be
I
easier.
wanna ask you. I wanna ask you regarding the last activity, the one you posted.
Yes, I will
Yeah,
be. Uh,
because I'm trying to open the file, they ask me to download the file. So when I download it, it's not working.
okay.
Maybe I
Sige.
have some app
Yeah, we
missing.
will. The week two or the last
Yes, sir.
time, the week one or the week
No,
two.
no, week two.
Okay. Yeah, I will. We will see it in a while when our one is
Okay, okay.
okay.
No
So
problem.
we will start now so that we can finish because we will be doing some programming. Do you have any backgrounds in programming like that?
Not so.
Okay, so we will try to simplify things. I will try to explain it in simplest term. How about Ma'am says? Do you have any background in any programming?
Sir, wala po.
Okay, sige po. So let's start first the introduction to Google Colab. Let me share my slide. Hey, before that one pala, we'll sorry. Uh, we'll take a picture pala first. I'll just take a screenshot of your 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Sir, gusto ko palang I wanted to enter with this Go Collab para may enter ko yung assignment ko pero I don't know how to do.
Sige po, oo. One by one po natin. It's harder again if it's more difficult again if you use Jupyter Notebook eh. Eh, Narinig niyo ba ako? Sorry. Okay yung
Yes,
audio ko,
sir.
ma'am?
Opo.
Okay. Sige, akala ko na. Sige. Yeah, because you need to have a naman, Python is straight to the point, not like any other programming language. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so good morning to everyone. Today we will be discussing on the introduction to Google Colab as well as getting started with the Python programming language that can be used in our data mining, in healthcare. So, what is Google? What is let us first discuss about what is Python. So, if Python is actually a high-level interpreted programming language known for its simplicity and readability. So, as you can see it later on. It's a general purpose, meaning it can be used with a wide range of tasks including if you are interested in web development, doing websites or doing web applications, or this is the preferred programming language for our data scientists, data analysts nowadays. Because if you use Google spreadsheets like that one, there is a you know naman na there is a limit on those tools because it cannot process big data efficiently. Then of course, you can use Python in artificial intelligence and more. If you search the internet, Python is also used in mga doing hacks like that one. Okay, so that's Python. This is the logo of the Python programming language. So why Python? So Python, first one is versatility. If we say versatility, it has a wide range of libraries and tools tailored for data analysis, statistics, and machine learning. So this is the top 10 Python libraries. So you have your pandas. So we will learn the basics of all these libraries, when to use it, or what use cases are we going to use this one. So for the pandas, for data analysis and manipulation. Then for your NumPy, wait. For NumPy, you have your emat library. So Matplotlib and Seaborn are our data visualization. So like your charts in Excel. Then of course your TensorFlow, we will use this in machine learning. So Keras if we will dive on deep learning, but in our subject, it suffice for you to know since we are in the machine learning. Then SciPy, PyTorch, okay? Then you can also use your SQL model to interact with the SQL databases. And uh, if you are familiar with web crawling or web scraping, so for example, uh, you have a free and publicly accessed website regarding the daily weather conditions like that one. You can use the library for the web crawling so that all the data from those websites will be exported, like for example in a SQL file or in a database file. Okay, so that's the that's the use of scraping. So we will also tackle in this course so that you web scraping actually, some websites do not allow you to web scrape their contents because it's illegal, but some websites are free and general public, like the AccuWeather website. So you can scrape that one because it's a data source. Instead that you copy and paste their data every day, you can use this web crawling library to automatically get the data that you need from a certain website. Then, of course, the second advantage is readability. Its clear syntax makes it accessible for healthcare professionals who may not have a deep coding background like us. Okay, so as you can see, this is a tabular comparison between the most common programming languages used by computer software engineers. So we have your Python. This is the Java and the C++, which is much older. So in Python, for example, if you like to print a text, okay, and in an output, you just type print, then followed by the text that you would like to print. However, in Java, as you can see, you need to have many syntax, what you call syntax. Okay, so hello world, public stack, and more so with the C++. Okay, so As you can see, it's very simple as compared with the traditional programming languages. And for example, if you want to declare variables like A is equal to 5, B is equal to 10, then you like to get the sum. So you just write sum is equal to A plus B, and then you print the sum. That's okay now. But if you do it in a Java code, this is this is what you need. No, this is the programming code, and more so with the C++. Okay, so you need to specify that the A is an integer, okay, that the variable B is an integer, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it's readability. So it's like you are actually, the good thing for Python is you don't need but before that, in programming, we don't need to memorize anything. Okay, if you do programming, you just need to learn how to do it. Okay, you don't need to memorize anything. Okay, so that's this is one of the advantages of the Python from other programming languages. It's simple. Okay, it can be read. So just say print hello world. That's it. So the system will print your text hello world. Okay, then of course community support. So in every programming language, it is important that its support is vast. Okay, it means that it has an extensive documentation, tutorials for you to work to guide you, and forums where you can ask. Okay, so in Stack Overflow, you can ask there where you encounter some problems in your codes. Just post there, and someone will reply in your code. Okay, then so that it makes it easier to find solutions and resources specific to our domain, which is health analytics. Then it can be integrated. So Python can easily integrate with other systems and platforms, facilitating data exchange in healthcare environments. So where can we use Python again? So as I have said, web application, data analysis, augmented and virtual reality, AI and machine learning, system administration and development operations, automation testing, blockchain, and software prototyping. So these are further use cases of Python. Now, there are common softwares for Python. So the most common one is as I have said, is the Jupyter Notebook. But since Jupyter Notebook, the advantages is it is an interactive environment, supports inline visualizations, okay? Also widely used in data science. So this is this is the preferred software for Python, but for us na beginners, okay, if you are not adept or if you don't, you need to install kasi Jupyter Notebook, and it's simpler naman, but also you need some resources for your laptop, no? Just like Weka, just like the other ones, the Tableaus, like that. Okay, disadvantages, it might not be ideal for large-scale software development. So primary local. So it is local. It's stored in your computers or your local hard disks, no? Unless you use now they have their cloud platforms, but it's not free. Okay, so this is an example image of your Jupyter Notebook. Actually, it's same, no? Please take note of the image. So it's the same with your Google Colab if you are already in your Google Colab. Okay, so this is the appearance of a Jupyter Notebook. Then you have also special softwares like your PyCharm. Okay, it is a full-fledged integrated IDE, which means integrated development environment. So you can debug code, and you can have your version controls. If you say version controls in programming, diba, each changes that you do in your codes, okay, you can assign versions. Like if you see some softwares, no, if you encountered already some softwares like 1.0, 2.0, like that one, so that's the version control. But its disadvantage is it might be overwhelming for beginners like us, no, and also resource, it can consume your computer resources. So this is an example of a PyCharm interface. So it might overwhelm you at first. Okay, so uh, the running of the code is for whole. Unlike the Jupyter Notebook and the Google Colab, you can run chunks of code, but in here, okay, you need to run all of your codes here. Okay, so it has a run button there. I hope you can see it. So that's it. Then we have also this one, the where Visual Studio Code, where most programmers utilized to code their uh, to do coding. Okay, not just Python, but when they code JavaScript, HTML, PHP, yeah. This is the software that they use because it supports many programming languages. So its advantage, it's lightweight, so you can install it, and it's also highly customizable. It has also a marketplace. Okay, it supports multiple languages beyond Python, as I have said. Then disadvantages, some features might require additional configurations or extensions. Okay. So so this is just like the PyCharm, okay? The PyCharm is specific for the Python, but for the Visual Studio Code, you can have many languages, okay? So as you can see, you have your C, C programming languages, okay? So this is their marketplace, and this is where you code. Then after coding, okay, you can run it, okay, so that it will be outputted here. So just like the pie chart. Now for the Google Colab, okay, we will be using Google Colab. So it is a cloud-based free. So it has already a free graphical processing unit support. It is integrated with our Google Drive, just like our Google Sheets. Okay, so it's zero configuration required. So you just need to log in into your account, and then you can start it immediately. Then disadvantages, it is only limited to Python, no? Unlike other, they're like your Visual Studios that support multiple languages. And there is a limit for the free, so limited session times for the GPU. But if you want to expand, you can, of course, you can subscribe to their plans. Okay. So as you can see, this is almost the same as the Jupyter Notebook. So this is the uh, Google Colab interface. Okay, so we will be learning, but in a while, uh, what is the interface of the Google Colab. Okay, so these are the common Python libraries that we will be working on. So for first one, we have the NumPy. So it is a library for numerical computing in Python. So it offers efficient arrays, okay, and an assortment of mathematical functions. Okay, so this is a sample code for a NumPy. So we will learn on how to import, because in order for you to use Python libraries, you need to import the Python library itself. So for example, import, so that's the variable, that's the function name, import numpy. This is the library. Then as a naming convention, so in programming, we have these naming conventions so that other programmers, if they see NP, So they know now that you are pertaining to NumPy. So that's it. So in programming, you need to be familiarized also yourself with the common uh, names of the programming language. Okay. So if they see NP, it means you are referring to the NumPy library, like that one. Then, sige, Sir Saleh. Okay, then we have the second one, we have the Pandas. So the Pandas is like your Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel in Python libraries. Okay, you can import your data set and view it in a tabular form just like this one. Okay, so it is a data analysis library. So it provides data structures like data frames. So if we say data frames, it's just like your spreadsheets. Okay, that your data is being stored and viewed in a tabular form like this one. And when you use your data frames already, you can manipulate your data frames. Okay, you can filter it out, you can clean. Okay, like your ordinary pivot tables, your ordinary Microsoft Excels and Google Sheets. So this is again, when you import pandas or any library, you use your import, okay, import function followed by the library itself, which is in this case pandas. Then the naming convention, as I have said, pandas is being named as PD. Why we need to rename? So in programming, the technique here is you use a variable name the shortest possible, so that since you are typing, it will save you time, because you can use the word pandas. So import pandas as pandas, but um uh it's long, so you can import this as PD. When someone views your notebook and they saw the variable name PD, okay, it means that they understand immediately that it's pandas you are referring. So, okay, so import followed by the library, then you should store it in a variable. So it was stored in a variable named PD. So we will learn about variables in our succeeding lessons. Okay, then you can also import data sets like this one. We import CSV like that. So in our future courses, okay, we will learn on how to import our data sets. Okay, so this is just simple. So as I have said, we need not memorize, no. We just need to understand what the code is all about. Okay, so that's one way of learning programming. So we don't need to memorize everything. Okay, you can memorize. You will memorize so that it's faster to code, but it's not what do you call that one? It's not a requirement for you to memorize. Okay, uh, but it's a requirement that you must know what the codes is all about. Okay, so this is pandas. Then, as I have said, your Matplotlib and Seaborn are for visualizations, okay? You can visualize your graphs, your histograms, scatter plots. So, you can visualize your correlation matrix later on, okay? So that you can see what variables are, what variables have the strong positive correlations with your dependent variables, okay, so that you can use it for your machine learning later on, like that. So again, if you import, no, so there are ways on how to import. So Seaborn as SNS, so Matplotlib, PyPlot as PLT, like that. Okay, so we will learn all of these things by and by. Then for our machine learning, we will be using scikit-learn. Okay, it is a machine learning library with tools for data mining and data analysis. Okay, so in here, okay, there is a module, okay, that pertains to the model selections, pertains to the training testing, pertains to your different machine learning tasks such as your random forests or your support vector, or yeah, it's complete. Okay, so don't worry, we will provide the code and you will apply it to your data sets. Okay, so just tweak it, okay, or modify the codes. Okay, so we will learn all of this one. Then, if you go deeper, you have your TensorFlow and your PyTorch. So if you want to, because machine learning is and deep learning, so deep learning is more advanced than machine learning. Okay, so deep learning, neural net, it pertains to the different neural networks. So it's deeper. Okay. So libraries for deep learning and more complex computational tasks. So since it's more complex, okay, you expect that your resources should be also be more. You need more resources, you know, in order to perform these uh, complex deep learning tasks. Okay, so this is, so it suffice to know that TensorFlow and PyTorch are the most popular ones. Now let's go to Google Colab. So as I have said a while ago, it is an interactive environment that allows you to write and execute Python in your browser. So by the way, when you use Google Colab, since it's a Google product, uh, it's recommended that you use Google Chrome. Okay, because if the product is supported by a company that is the same with the company that offers another product, okay, so the compatibility issues are less. Okay, and then it provides free accesses, so you can have now your free access to the uh, uh, graphical processing units, because if you that's why when you search the internet, okay, diba, the AI tools right now like ChatGPT or the Bard like that, so they need graphical processing units like like your NVIDIA graphics cards like that one. Okay, that's why they are saying now that the stocks of NVIDIA right now uh, increased, no, because of the emergence of these artificial intelligence, these machine learnings. Okay, because they need GPUs to run. Okay, so what are the benefits? Accessibility. So you can access it using your Google Chrome. There is no software needed to install. And if you need more resources, you can just subscribe. So they are the ones who maintain your resources. So you only think of your codes. Okay. Then of course, can easily be accessed and shared. So you can share your notebooks with anyone. Okay, so that you can collaborate, which is this one. So multiple, so just like your Google Sheet, you can have collaboration. Okay, multiple team members can work on a single notebook. So just like your Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. Okay, so making it easier for interdisciplinary teams to work together. But be sure that you only share your notebooks to your trusted members or your trusted persons. Okay, because it may ruin your codes. Okay. As I have said, GPUs, so with the availability of GPUs, so for the free, it's okay now. But if we need some resources, you can always subscribe to a higher plan. Okay. And comparing it to the Google Sheets, no, complex health data sets, like the one we did in last summer, that if your data set has hundreds, thousands of data points, okay, your Google Sheet can no longer process that. So by using such tools, no, it can be easily you can easily manipulate your data. Okay. Then of course it's a cloud-based, so no need to rely on your personal computers, laptops, okay? Your work is auto-saved like the other one, so directly to the Google Drive, so you don't need to to you don't need to click the save, no, button, no, every 5 minutes like that one. So you just type your codes, then allows for easy sharing and also facilitates collaboration. So it has already free GPU access. So as you can see, no, these are the GPUs, the graphics cards. Okay, you need those ones uh, to run, no, to compute, okay, to process your machine learning tasks. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, ChatGPT needs thousands of like this one, and one graphics card would cost you about 15,000. That's why they are saying they say in the news that ChatGPT or similar AI tools, no, spending billions of dollars per day because of these computational resources. Okay, so that's the if you are on machine learning tasks or in AI, so that's the one of the drawbacks. No, you need resources in order for you to run them. It's not like kan kasi, it's not like you program you what will the system do, because that system will be the one who thinks like us humans. Okay, then you can also do interactive visualizations. So you can create dynamic plots, charts, no, for helping us to visualize our health data. Then support for various machine learning libraries, as we have also already discussed this one. So the NLTK is the Natural Language Toolkit. So if you would venture into like my recommender system where the computer understand what you are typing, okay, just like ChatGPT, although ChatGPT is a large language model. So what are the use cases of NLTK or your natural language for sentiment analysis like that one? So if you want to venture on your capstone project, no, about that one. Or you can also utilize a natural language toolkit when you analyze, for example, doctor's orders like that one. So because it's from the word itself, it's a natural language. So it's the language of the computer. Okay. Now, so let's go now to the account creation. Okay. So uh, so I will just for the step one, since Google Colab is integrated with your Google Drive, okay, you'll need to have a Google account. Okay, so you can use your Lorma account, okay? Because your Lorma account, I think, is because since it's a paid, di ba? Our Lorma account is paid, so the resources is much better than when you are on a free account. So use your your Lorma account. Then fill out the required. So this is what this is. So you just need to wait. I'll just open my Lorma account. So this is your Lorma account. Okay, so lorma.edu. So you just wait, I will para. Okay, so this is your Lorma account. So you need to log in first. Okay, so that's the first step. Then how do we access Google Colab? So once you have logged in into your account, so the Google Colab website is at colab.research.google.com. Okay, so be sure you have signed in your account. So Colab dot research at google.com. Okay, so if you visit this website, So you will now go to the home page of the Google Colab. Okay, so are you able to do this one, Ma'am Ses, Sir Saleh?
Sir, I will try again po.
So just open your Google Chrome, ma'am. Okay, and then go to this website, colab.research.google.com. So nothing to install naman po. So there's not.
Ay, naka-sign in na po pala ako pero hindi ako maka-attach dun sa assignment lang po.
Okay. So you were able to access now the Google Colab.
Apa.
Okay. So this is the Google Colab website. So by default, you are redirected this one in this dialog box. So where you can see your recent notebooks, okay, your examples. So these are the examples, no? You can explore. So it's very nice to read these examples, okay? Then you have your recent, your Google Drive, so you can also access this one directly for your Google Drive. But in here, it will only display the notebook, so you cannot be able to see the folders, okay? Then GitHub. So what is GitHub? As I have said, this is a version control softwares, no? For example, you have your version 1 of your Google Colab notebook, so you can save here. Okay, so you need to set up your GitHub, okay, or your other Git repositories, as they say. Then, of course, you can upload here, from your notebook. Okay, so if you have worked on Jupyter notebooks before, so it's the same with the notebooks of Google Colab. So you can, diba? So diba your assignment is, diba, you download that file, then you can I will show you how to upload. So there are ways on how to upload. So this is one of the one. Then if you want to have your new notebook, just click here. So what's the next? So how to create a new notebook? So as I have said, there are different step or ways on how to create a notebook. So this is one, or you can also directly go to your Google Drive. Okay. Then at first, no, when if you have access your Google Colab for the first time, as you notice this folder. Wait. Wait, you are not seeing pala. Wait, I will just stop sharing. I should have shared the... Wait, I should have shared the entire screen, sorry. Okay, so you can see now, sorry. I thought I am sharing my... Okay, so the Google Colab, again, for a short one lang. For Google Colab, here, now, colab.research.google.com, then you will be redirected here, okay? And then you can also access your Google Colab here in the Google Drive, but be sure that you have already created a new notebook, because if you are accessing it for the first time, you will not see this golden folder here. Diba? As you can see, okay, the ordinary folders for the other Google folders in your Google Drive are just black only, but for the Google Colab, it's gold or it's yellow, because it means that it has a server capabilities. Okay, so in your Google Colab, it's best practice that you save all your Google Notebook or your Google Colab notebooks inside this Google Colab notebook, and inside this Google Colab notebooks, you can have your different folders. Okay, so that's it. So for creating a new notebook, again, so you can directly create this one. Okay, if you create here, so and then yan. So this is the new notebook. So a new notebook will always be untitled. Then you have your Google Colab notebook has a file extension IPYNB. It's the same with your Jupyter notebook. Okay. Then if you save this one, will be automatically saved in the root folder of your Google Colab. Okay, so if you already have viewed my video recordings, as I have said, if you save the in here, so there is a gap. There is a gap in here, no? That's when you rename your Google Colab notebook. So it's better for you to rename directly here. Okay, you just because it's still processing. Okay, so it's better to rename files here. Okay, so that's creating a notebook. So you can create when you have already your Google folder, the Google Colab notebooks. You can work on your notebooks here, like just your ordinary Google Sheets, like that one, or you can click that new link here or this one. If you have an open Colab notebook, you can create here the new notebook here. Okay, so that's about creating notebook. That's just, oh yeah, this one, oh, diba? There is a delay in renaming. So as I have said, if you rename your notebook, just click your notebook in the Google Drive and just rename here. Because if you already rename here, it will appear immediately. Okay? Then if you refresh this one again, oh, it's already renamed. Okay? But if you rename here kasi, okay, it has a delay because it's still processing. Oh, you see, oh, it's not real time. Okay? So that's one of my tips. Wait, I will just like that. Okay. Okay? So creating a notebook, and as I have said, renaming a notebook. So, okay, you rename your notebook inside your Google Colab notebook folders, okay, so that it will be real time. Okay, and then just refresh your notebook so that you will not be um be confused. Okay, oh, you see, it's already renamed. Okay, then moving a notebook to a folder. Of course, you can or you can create your notebook inside your Google Colab. So a folder, then just drag and drop like that. Okay, it will be automatically saved naman. Or if you would like to move your notebook using if your notebook is opened and if you want to move it, you just click the file menu and use this move icon here. Okay, this is the root folder. When you back, okay, you can this one and then select folder. Okay, then opening a notebook, you already know how to open a notebook. Just okay, just click the notebook inside your Google Colab notebook. Okay. So my tip, okay, be sure that your notebook is not opened because let's say for example, when you click it again, it will be opened again. Okay, so be sure that you only open your notebook once. Although your notebook is automatically saved if you type here, okay? When you go here and you refresh it, okay, it will be automatically be kwan naman. Wait, it's not run yet.
Sir, question.
Oh yeah, any questions?
Sir, kasi yung ano, when I open also, like same what you did,
Mm-mm.
when I created a new notebook and I put the week 1 activity and then I attach the activity, bakit po nung I tried to open it, wala siyang attachment?
Can you share your screen, ma'am? Yeah, we just yeah, by and by you can share your screens. If same with Sir Sally, if you have any problem, you can share your screen uh by and by so that we can troubleshoot it. Okay? So ganun na lang po para kan. You reserve all your questions for the kwan for because I would like to see your screen. Okay, you can share it your screen so that we will be troubleshooting it in real time.
Okay po.
Okay, okay. Because yeah, I cannot imagine kasi. Yeah. Okay. So this one. So save, yeah, that one. So if you open a notebook, be sure that you open it once in your browser, okay? So because you can open kasi uh because like this one. So if you open the two copies, it's the same kasi if you type here and then it's not it, and then you were able to type here again, so it's confusing. Okay, so be sure. Yeah, it's my experience when I first when I am first using these ones. Okay, so that's why I am telling you right now. Okay, because sometimes if you're too busy na, you click and click, and then you did not notice that you opened the multiple instances of your notebooks. Okay, and then you ask yourself, I changed this code already, but why is this again? Okay, and then you when you recheck it, it's opened pala. It's opened in multiple browsers. Okay, so it's best practice that you only open your notebook once, and of course to save your resources. Okay, because each opened notebook consumes resources. So this is your resources. Oh yeah, this is your resources. Okay, your system RAM and this. So by and by. Okay, so just you close it. So I will just close it for a while. But if you close your notebook, be sure that you disconnect it first. Okay, you're sharing a notebook just like your Google Sheet. Okay, you can share it here. Okay, share, and then by default it is restricted. Okay, again, it's best practice, as I have said in our lecture in Google Sheet, it's best practice that you share it as restricted. So just copy the link and then give this link to someone who is who would like to access your notebook, and then they will be the one who will ask permission. And just check your email, and for example, so you share this one, you just copy this one, and then they will be the one uh to ask, no, to sorry, my internet is well, so they will be the one to ask permission, this one, then just like to just click the request access here, and then you just check your Gmail, and then this one here. Okay, yeah, share an item. Okay, you can see their name. Okay, then their email address. Okay, and then the notebook that they want to access, and you just click this manage sharing. Okay, when you click this manage sharing, okay, you will be redirected here. Okay, so you just click this review button here. So PGR Sarcasm has to be an editor. Okay, if an editor, he can edit your codes. If you want only to let them view, so just click this review and then viewer like that. Okay, and you can also opt to decline it. Okay, for example, it's mistake or you do not know the person. Okay, you just decline it. Okay, so that's the one way to how to share a notebook. So you can watch the video naman. Okay, so we go now to the Google Colab interface. So when you have your new notebook, okay, let's just use this one. So this is the Google Colab interface. Okay, as I have said, the file name of your notebook is here, followed by the .ipynb file name. Okay, this is the default folder, file extension, I should say. Okay, then this is your menu bars. You have your file wherein, yeah, just like your Microsoft Excel or your any other softwares, you have your edit where you can edit your cells. Okay, your view, insert. So you can use this to insert code and so on and so forth. This is the runtime. So I will be familiarizing with you later on what are the runtimes. Okay, then tools and then help. Okay, you can utilize the help functions of your Google Colab notebook before going to the community. You can, syempre, you can, for any software naman, no, any software, you utilize first its help documentation before going out. But if because more or less your question can be answered with the help of the guide that is in the software, because in software development, so if you want your capstone to have a software development part, that's why it's toxic, no, it's because if you do your capstone project that you want to develop a software for your machine learning or your machine learning models, you also need to do a software documentation. Okay, it's all about your software. Okay, so that's the if you have short time, so it's not practical, no, to have a capstone project that it's good, but siguro if your subject is about six, because if you will still develop your software and then do a beta testing and do these help functions. Okay, then in here you can see the comments. Then this is also the share button, so you can also use the share button, and of course your settings. Okay, but it's by default, so you don't need to change anything else. And then this is your account. Okay, that's why in your activity, I would also like you to include this uh this picture. Okay, then this is your current resources. Okay, so as I have said to you, no, you can subscribe. Okay, you can upgrade to the Colab Pro. Okay, if you want to have more memory and this space. So right now you can see, oh, your system random access memory. This is just like the RAM of your computer. If you have a laptop, diba? You buy laptop, so it comes with at least 8 GB of RAM. So this is it. Because when you run codes, no, like machine learning tasks like that one, you need to have enough RAM resources. Okay? Because it's the memory of your computer. Okay? It's a temporary memory actually of your computer, because your hard disks are your permanent memories. Okay? Which, if you say temporary, if you restart it, if you shut down your computer, or if you disconnect your resources, it will be reset into new. Okay, so this is your RAM. Okay, like my capstone project, my what's this one, my model, at least you need a 11 GB RAM, no, because the model is very big. Okay, then your disk space. Okay, so in here 26.3. So you should, as I have said, it's best practice that you disconnect. So how to disconnect? So before you close your Google Colab notebook, don't just click the X button here. You always first disconnect it. So because when you see the check mark here, it means that it's running. It uses resources. Okay, when you open again a new notebook, okay, for example, a new notebook, okay, it will be added to your resources. Okay, for example lang, we will print print 5, then print below. Oh, you can see, it's
Sir, no audio ka po.
Hello, ma'am. Okay na?
Yan po, okay na po.
Ala ka rin. Kanina ba ako nagsasalita? Sorry. Saan yung kwan? Saan yung walang audio? Sorry, nalobat ata yung... What part? What part is... has no audio? Hello po.
This part, sir.
Ah, this part only.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
the beginning
Sige.
of this part.
Yeah. I will repeat it. Sorry. I thought,
Sige,
yeah.
sir.
Okay, so what's the use of this disconnect and real time? So I will just run this one. So if you run this one, so we will disconnect it first, okay? So that you will know why you need to disconnect. So if you are disconnected, there is no, diba? There is no check mark here, and the RAM and the memory is not here because when you run your Google Colab notebook, you need the memory of the computer should be running, okay? So just like our brain, okay? So when you execute this code, okay, it will connect to the memory of of your resources, okay? And then this is now your resources. Now, if you run here, diba, we will declare A is equal to 1, then we will print the variable A, the output is 1. And then when we click here, it will print the same, print A, which is 1 here. But if you disconnect this one, okay, let's try to disconnect it. So if you disconnect it, all of the previous codes that you executed are gone in the system's memory. Okay, so that if you just click this run button here, the play button here, your computer will not recognize it anymore because it's not in his brain. It's not in its brain already. Okay, so that's it. Okay, did you understand? Do you have any questions? Because later on, no, you disconnect it and then you run it again in a certain code and you have this error. It means that you were not able to run the code before this one. So if you run it again and then you run this again, there will be no error already because you already run it. Okay, so we will be diving into one later on. Okay, then so this is the do you have any questions? So you can upgrade your Google Colab notebook if you already can, no? So this one, 99 per dollar, so 100 compute. So you just need read this one, and Google Colab Pro, faster GPUs, okay? And then you have your enterprise, or you can have your pay as you go. Because if you use your Jupyter notebook, okay, if you want to upgrade, you upgrade your laptops, you upgrade your graphical user interface, okay? So it's more expensive than just subscribing to the plans, okay? That's why I decided to teach you on the Google Colab, okay? Because if your notebook, for example, you have build your machine learning model for your capstone project, okay, instead of buying new computer or laptop that can run your model, you can just spend 1 month here or this one, okay? So for it's just short term, or you just one for as pay as you go, okay? So it's more scalable, okay? That's why it's better for us to learn cloud computing, okay? So that's it. Then of course you now have your so below this menu bars is your code and cell. So in a while, I will discuss na lang in the notebook. Okay, this is where you add the codes. In a Google Colab notebook, we have what we call cell. Okay, this is a cell. A cell can either be a code cell or a text cell. Okay, so we will learn this in a while. Okay, when you add Excel, okay, this is a code cell. So a code cell has this play button here, or the run button. This is where you can input your codes that can be executed. Okay, if it's a text cell, it's only a description for your cells. Okay, it's only for a text, so it uses HTML formats also. Okay, then in here at the left side most, you can expand this one so you can see your sections. Yeah, we will learn in a while in our notebook. Then you have your folders. Okay, this one you can access here your Google Colab folders. Okay, but be sure that you know what you are, uh what's this, don't, because it might ruin your system. Okay, this part, the root folder kasi, if you want to have your Google Drive, you can mount your Google Drive here, then connect to Google Drive. Okay, just connect your account so that you can use your Google Drive here. Okay, yan, so you can now use your Google Drive notebooks codes here. Okay, so you just check exit. So for you, it's suffice to have knowledge on this one. So don't be na. It's more advanced na here, and you might ruin your servers. And then, okay, in here, so in a cell, you can delete it. Okay, this is the delete, or okay. Then ano pa bang mga kailangan dito? So you can add comment here. Okay. So delete. Okay, you can delete it. So if you, yan. Okay. And then what else in this interface? So in the this is the status no of the this is the time that you executed your what's this one? Your codes. Okay. Then what else? It's we will not be using this one. So it's already this is a direct terminal. Okay. Okay, so that's it. So that's the Google Colab interface. So okay, the basics of the Google Colab interface. So again, before you close it, be sure that you delete it to save resources. Okay, so it's a good practice to delete it. Okay. Okay, so then delete it. Okay. Then what's next? So writing your first code. So di ba you are familiar naman, you can search the history of the hello world. So in programming language, no, the first the first text that is the first code that is written is the string hello world. Okay, signifying that the programming language is successful in accepting the codes. Okay, it's the hello world. So how to write your hello world? So when you open your notebook, it's simple as print hello world. Okay, then we go now to your notebook. So we just print this one. Okay, code, then print. So print. So if you, di ba, code is a programming code is an instruction that you give to the computer. So you in here you are instructing that computer, please print the word hello world. Oh, and then you execute it. It is connecting to your resources and your output. So in a code cell, this is where your input. So this is the input cell, and below that input is the output cell. Okay, where you will see when you execute your particular code, you will see what's the code, what is the code, no? Ng execute, yeah. That's the hello world. So hello pa. Okay, so it means that the computer executed your code in less than a second. It's in nanoseconds because it's already passed. Because there are codes that does the compute when you, for example, when you are running your code to train your machine. So depending on your computer, depending on your account nga, if you have a free account as compared to your upgraded account, so the computational is much more faster. Okay, so you expect that your code will be run shorter. Okay, that's the beauty of having it upgraded to the pro like that. Okay, so any more question in the interface? So if none, just let's go now to our notebook. So kana, don't forget to disconnect your runtime. Okay? Let me just share my our Google because kana in our class, no, we will be discussing uh Python using the Google Colab notebook. Okay? So that's where how can we learn, okay? Then you can review the codes, what. So again, I'm keep on reiterating it that you don't need, it is not a requirement to memorize codes. It's just an optional, but it's a requirement that you should understand what the code is all about. Okay, so that's the more important thing po. Let me share our first Google Colab notebook. Where did I place it? Okay, so I'll just share my screen again. I hope we will be finished, no? Because our goal here is you should know how to perform machine learning in using the Google Colab and data analysis, data mining. Okay, so let me share. So this is our folder. Okay, I know. Wait, baliktad. Sorry. Okay, this one. So this is your Google Drive. Okay, okay. Again, it's best practice that you save all your notebooks in this Colab notebooks folder. Okay, then this one. Okay, so for our first one, we have this one. Okay, so this is a Colab notebook. So I did your our lectures in Google Colab notebook. Okay, so again, so for the first time when you di ba you opened a notebook, and if you did not disconnect the notebook, okay, it's still stored in the system's memory. So the next time you open that notebook, okay, you can see now that it's already connected. But if you closed previously, you need to connect. So the first thing you need to do, okay, when you open your notebook is to connect it. So just click this connect button here, okay? Then it's connecting. You wait for it to be connected, okay? Okay, so you know that you are connected when you see these resources, okay? Now, so welcome to the Python using Google Colab course. Okay, so definition. So as I've said, Google Colab, short for Google Collaboratory. So it is a free cloud-based platform by Google. So it allows you to write and execute Python codes, no, in a web-based interactive environment. Web-based since we are using an internet browser, which is Google Chrome. So they are popular among data scientists, machine learning engineers, as well as educators, no? Like us, we try to learn Google Colab and Python. Okay, because it is easily integrated with other Google services such as your Google Sheets, Google Drive, Google Docs, like that one. So again, the official website is colab.research.google.com. So the Google Colab notebook file has a file name .ipnyb. No, IPYNB. Sorry for that mistake. IPYNB, which stands for IPython. So it is the native file format of Google Colab derived from, as I have said, Jupyter Notebook file format, because Jupyter Notebook is was launched earlier than the Google Colab. Okay, then you can create. Thus, you can also create, edit, and run Jupyter Notebooks in Google Colab if you have already your Google Jupyter Notebooks. Okay. The key features as again, free access, cloud storage, collaboration, code sharing, GPU support. Then it is na before you can use libraries such as the pandas, such as that the one I I shown you a while I have shown you a while ago. So it must be installed in the system resources. So if you use Jupyter Notebook, okay, if you use the Anaconda installer, what we call Anaconda installer, so all the libraries are also installed. But there are but only the default ones like your pandas, NumPy. So the most commonly used are the ones being pre-installed. If you want to install new libraries, there is a code that can be executed to install it. Okay. Then, of course, integration with Google Service and Jupyter Notebook integration. Now, as I have said, a Google Colab or has as a cell, no? So a cell has two types. Okay, so what is a cell first? So a cell is a fundamental unit of content in a Google Colab notebook. It is used to organize and execute your code. If you use your code cell, write text. Okay, if you use your text cell, and syempre, for you to create rich content, no, like your visualizations, like that one. So it is the building block of a Colab notebook. Okay, allowing you to combine explanation, code, explanations, visualizations in a single document. So your Google Colab, so it's like your notebook, no, your physical notebook, okay, that has many pages, okay. So there are two main types of cell. We have the text cell and the code cell. So the text cell is also called a markdown cell. Okay, markdown because it's not used for codes. Okay, the system will, if you execute a text cell, not it will not run it as code because it's a text cell. So it allows you to write formatted text, headings, your explanations of your codes, and of course documentation. So code cells. So code cells. Sorry, bakit may code cells? So a text cell has a text or markdown indicator on the left side. So if you, this one, okay, let me just delete it. So when you run a text cell, it renders the formatted text. Okay, so you can run them by, so in Google Colab Notebook, so for example, you insert a text cell, okay, you see, di ba, print hello world, for example, di ba, the one you executed a while ago. So this one, so if you go, we will first go to a wait lang. So if you want to execute a cell, whether it's a text cell or a code cell, you can use the shift enter. So you just click the shift in your keyboard and the enter key. So if you click shift enter, the cell is being executed. Okay? So this one, no? So if you will only execute it as text. But if you use a code cell, it will be executed as code. Okay, so you know what's the difference? Okay, so just let me delete it. So if you delete a cell, just click the cell and then delete it. Okay, then a code cell, this is used to write and execute codes. Okay, it has an indicator here. Okay, this is the that you will there. There's the indicator that it's a code cell, and also this is also one of the indicators, your runtime button or the play button. Okay, so yeah, in order for you to create a new cell, just click the plus code at the plus text here. So if you have already many cells, so a new code cell or a new text cell is being created under the existing ones. Okay, so if you want to insert a new cell below, for example, this cell. Okay, just click the cell and then click either code to insert a code. And then if you click this text, okay, a new cell will be always be inserted below that active cell that you have selected. Okay, but that's it. So that's the new cell. So to create a new cell, as I have said, just click this one. Copying a cell. Okay, if you copy a cell, for example, if you want to copy this cell, you just select this one. For this one na lang, you just select this one. You can write this one and then copy cell. Okay? Or you can use the edit function and copy cell or selection. Okay? So you can have this one, copy cell. And then how to paste cell. Again, all new cells, whether it is inserted one or it's a copied one and pasted it will always be under the active cell. An active cell is the cell that you have clicked. Okay, this one, it's an active cell. Okay, if you want to copy the cell below this cell, okay, just click that cell and then Control V in your keyboard. Okay, that's it. Okay, or you can use this edit and paste. Okay, so Control C, edit. No, it's only Control V. Okay, deleting a cell. To delete a cell, just highlight the cell and click this one, the delete icon. Okay. Then moving or rearranging cell, so you use this arrow. Okay, to move up or down. Okay, up, down. Okay. Now we go now to the text cell. So this is a text cell. So in text cell, okay, as you can notice, so when you like to edit your text cell, just double click that cell. Okay, so double click it. Okay, this is now, so you can now edit your text cell. So in here, this is your input. So in a text cell, okay, this is your input cell of the text cell, and this is your output cell. Okay, when you make changes here, it will be automatically here. You can see now before you enter. So always if you execute your cell, shift enter. Okay. Now the interface, so you can see here. Okay, if it's heading, or you make it bold, italic, or format it as a code. Okay, so let's go by one. But this is only a shortcut. Okay, this is this is the shortcut buttons. Okay, of your code. Okay. Oh, you see, so okay. So for headings, what are headings? So headings, as you can see here, di ba? As you can see, okay, if you have your heading, it will be a section, okay? It will in Google Colab, notebook, it will be treated as section. So as you can see, oh, it's a section. Okay, level 1 up to level 6. Okay, so it's a section. Okay, you can the user can use this as a table of content, no? Section header of your table of content. Okay, for example, this one. Okay, so if you want your note, if you want to navigate your notebook as per your table of content, use a header. Okay, so as you can see, oh, it's this unordered list is not a header. That's why it's not listed here. Okay, for example, if you would like to place this one. Oh, okay, are we clear? It's a header. It's a section header. Okay, so be sure that you use your uh headers properly. Okay, so it's for easier navigation because it's a table of contents. Okay, so let's go back again. Sorry. Uh, okay, so the heading. So you know now what are headings, okay? So our headings, you can create headers as well as subheaders using the hashtags, okay? The number of hashtags determine the level. So in here, we can only create up to the sixth level, okay? Meaning, 6 hashtags, okay? So as you can see here, level 1, okay, how to have your header. Okay, type the hashtag followed by your label. Okay. And for level 2, of course, 2. So as you uh it is treated as subheading. So as you go up to your level, it will become smaller. So the text becomes smaller. Okay. 2, 3, 3. Okay. You can since you have access naman na in this notebook, okay, you can explore 4. So as 4 hashtags. Okay. So in headers, you don't need to uh, uh to enclose it. If uh you need to enclose it if, for example, this one, and then you have your okay. What did you wait. Okay, in header, you don't need to enclose this one. Okay, you only enclose it by and by. We will in the text formatting. Okay, so this is the level 4, level 5 as a 5 hashtags, level 6. Okay, and if uh 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is no such thing as level 7. Okay, it's only up to level 6. Okay, it's same as when you do your HTML codes. Okay, so your headers are up to the 6th level only. Okay, so don't forget that one. Now we go to the different text formatting. Since this is a text cell, so you need to format. This is where you will format your text, your descriptions, your documentations. Okay, so for bold text, how to make it bold? Okay, use this one to make a bold text bold. Wrap it. If you say wrap, you should have a open and a closing wrap. Okay, so in between those wrap are your text that you want to format. Okay, so in here, so you can use either the double asterisk or the double underscores to make a text bold. Okay, so in text formatting here in Google Colab, for example, you can also utilize, for example, shortcut bold. You can also highlight this one and then click the bold here. And it will automatically give you the code, okay? But be sure, for example, shortcut, shortcut bold. So, di ba? You highlight it and then you control B. And then it was shown here already, right? That the shortcut bold text is already in the bold format. But and it's still highlighted here, and then you press and then you execute already the text cell. So let's see what happened. Shift enter. Okay, so what did you notice? It was not executed. See, the shortcut bold text is not executed. So if you want it, so you just highlight it and click your shortcuts and be sure that it's not highlighted before you execute it. Okay. So it was not returned in its previous. So the text format was executed. Okay, so don't forget that one. Okay, so you should if you highlight, so be sure that your texts are not highlighted before you execute the text cell. Okay, so that's the way on how to make the text bold. How about italic? So in your notebook, di ba I shared you this notebook already? So in order for you to see the code, just click it, double click it, okay? If it's text formatting, but if it's code cell, you can see it immediately. So if you want to edit or just double click the cell, okay? So for italicized text, wrap it in a single. So while bold text is double, okay, your italic is single. Okay, wrap it a single, either asterisk or an underscore. Okay, then underline text. So underline text has no shortcut here, as you can see. So it is always a an HTML tag code. Okay, this is the HTML tag code for underline. Okay, so as I have said, you always you always enclose it with the whatever you would like. Okay, so you should have an opening and a closing HTML tag. So this is the HTML tag of the underline, which is you, and this is a closing tag. A closing tag has has this format. Okay, the slash followed by the code, the HTML tag code, which is you. Okay, what happens if you did not close, for example? Okay, for example, uh, uh, not underlined text. So, you see, if you want to another one, if you want your text to be at the bottom of this one, you just separate it in a space. Okay. So, for example, so what happens if you did not close it or wrap it with a closing tag? Okay, we will delete this one. So what happens? Okay, the code, since it's an open, your code will search for its closing tag. Okay, so meaning all of the text that is within the opening and the closing tag, okay, will be formatted. Okay, so it's, don't forget that one. It's either on the bold or on the any formatting. Okay, you should have a opening and a closing tag. Okay, on the text where you want only the format to be applied. Okay, so let's just again. Okay, so you see the difference. Okay, so don't forget that one. Okay, then strike through, you can also have a strike through. Okay, that's to add a strike through to the text. Okay, double, what's this pronunciation? Tildes. Okay, the one in your keyboard, the one in the left side of the number 1. Okay, the character, the above character in the left side of your number 1 in your keyboard. Okay, so that's the one. How to do is strike through text. How about inline text? So to format text as inline, wrap it with backticks. Okay, so you encounter, wait, so inline. So you what this one, inline code, so you wrap it in this one. So the tilde is also the lower character found in your tilde character in your keyboard. Inline uh that's the inline code or the backticks. Okay, so you use the backticks, for example, used to explain codes. Okay, for example, because if you don't, for example, only this one, where is it? So if you like to enclose it as a code, this one, no, wait, it. Can you see it? There is a highlight. Hope you can see it. Oh, there is a highlight. Okay. So in your activity, no, you should perform this U code. I will show your activity in a while. Okay. Now, in Google Colab, wait, let me something ba? Let me So in Google Colab, markdown cells, okay, you can combine different text formatting styles. So in Google Colab text cells, okay, such as bold, italic, within the same text. However, there are some rules, no, to consider, no, to keep in mind when combining text formatting to ensure proper rendering and readability. So for example, first one is nesting. When combining formatting cells, can you see it or yeah? Okay. Nesting. What is nesting? When combining formatting cells, styles, ensure that you properly nest them. For example, if you want to have bold text within italic text, make sure to close the bold formatting before closing the italic formatting. So, in here, so this one na nga lang. Para so that we can see it immediately. Yan. So for nesting, for example, this is bold. So you open and close. This is bold and italic. So you open, what did it say? For example, if you have to a bold text, make sure to close the bold formatting before closing the italic formatting. Because if you delete this one, what would be this one? Oh, because di ba the bold is double asterisk only. So you did not close also the italic. So you close it so that it will render it italic. So are you getting that one? So there's that one. So when you open it, be sure that you have the same closing, okay? And for example, this one, okay? You did not close, again, you did not close it. What happened? Okay, and all of your text in your cell will be underlined. Okay, so just make sure that you always have your closing tag. Okay, consistency. Maintain consistency in your formatting throughout your document. Okay, if you format it with bold within a paragraph, be sure to close it with the same paragraph. Okay, as I have shown you. Then escaping, go be aware that some characters may conflict with markdown if you want to display special characters such as asterisk or underscore. Okay, you can escape them with a backslash. Okay, for example, di ba, if for example, where is that one? This is not an italic. This one, our example, di ba? If you did not have the backslash before this one, it will render it as italic. So, but if you would like to escape, or what do you call that one? Yeah, escape it. You can use your backslash. Your backslash character is in your keyboard. It's above, or it's below your back button. Okay. Then with headers, if you want to format the header, always place the text formatting after the hashtag symbol. Okay. Okay. So what happens when you place your hashtag symbol within your after your format? So you can naman you have your Google Notebook. So in Google, in programming, the best teacher is for you to be familiarized, di ba? I told you that it's not a requirement for you to memorize, okay? But it's also a requirement for you to practice, okay? Because the best teacher in programming is for you to do it on your own, okay? Because as you type, di ba, your brain will be familiarized with what you are typing, okay? So what happens when you place your asterisk here? Oh, it will be included in the, okay, in the, this one, oh. Did you see it? Yeah. Okay, so always place your hashtag if you want it to be header before, okay? And be sure that it's readable, while combine multiple formatting style, you avoid naman excessive formatting, okay? Maybe you put all, you italize, you underline, you bold it, like that one. So be sure that it's still readable, okay? So that's about the text cell, okay? Also, text cell, you can also do lists, okay? We have two types of lists. We have the unordered lists, meaning it has no numbers, okay, and the ordered list, okay, it has a numbering. So use asterisk, you can use plus sign, or you can use this or, okay, you can ask. So if you are fond of using the asterisk, you can do it. Be sure, okay, be sure that in order for it to be treated as a, so what are the requirements for you to uh use the order a list? Okay, be sure that you have a space between your asterisk and the one you are in the list. You are the item in your list. Okay, what happens when you don't use a space? So let's, for example, so it will be treated as a italicized already. Okay, so be sure that if you are uh, making lists, so be sure that uh, it has a space, okay, in between, okay, because if not, it will not be treated as it will not be uh, treated as a, what you call that one, as a list, okay. Well, how do you indent an ordered list? So just use the space bar, okay, tab bar, sorry, tab bar, I should say, okay, tab bar. So tab bar. So when you have your indented, so when you press your enter key, it will be automatically aligned with the previous indentation. Okay, so if you want to tab again, so for me, I'm using asterisk, so it's better. Yeah. So tab. So it's naman again tab, like that. Okay, are we clear? So that's for indenting. Just delete this. So if you highlight it, no, you can see the tab just like in the table of contents. So you can you can explore, no? Ordered list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then indenting, same. Okay. So the kwan nga lang, the limitation of this text, no? You cannot have a 1.1 like that one. Links, how to perform links in your text cell. To create a link, enclose the link or link description in square brackets and the URL in parentheses. Okay? So a link is composed of two parts, no? Your link description, your link text or your link description. So this is what you would like to for your audience, no, to see. And your URL is the link to your URL, where when the user clicks your link, okay, that's the URL that will be redirected. Okay, so for example, like that. So double check it. So again, this is the uh, description, the one that is being viewed by the user. Okay. You can also use your URL as your description, like that. Okay. So this is the text that appears to the user. Okay. So Google. So yeah. Okay. That's how you create a link. Again, if you want this to highlight, if you want to highlight it, no, or you use your your ticks. Okay. So how about images? Okay. So in your diba, in your activity, if you already have opened it, okay, how to insert images. So display an image, use an exclamation mark like this one, followed by square brackets with the alt text. What is alt text? So are you familiar with alt text? And parentheses with the image URL. What is this alt text? So alt text, this is the description of your image. Okay. What is the use of this? So, di ba? There are blind people, di ba? There are blind people. And when they use audio softwares to audio softwares to access your website or your Google Colab notebook, okay? Your alt text will be the one who will describe your image. Okay? Okay. So for example, here. Okay. So when you use an audio, when di ba may mga there are audio readings for your requirement. So this will be the di ba output Google Colab logo like that one. Okay? It will describe your uh the image because syempre, 'di ba, blind people cannot see naman the images. So it will help them that oh, okay, there's a logo, that is in the website like that. So that's the use of the alt text, okay? So it's an optional, but it's a best practice if you also in HTML coding like that one, it's best to have your alt text that describes your image. Okay. Then for the Google Drive, how can you display an image to your Google Drive? Okay. You use the file. This one. You use this. You use this URL. Okay. The drive.google.com/uc !id is equal to file ID. Okay, so where would you find your file ID? Okay, so let's take a look. So in your assignment, okay, for example, this is my resume. So in your activity, you can upload it inside your Google Colab notebooks, okay, and you rename it, okay, and then just click the image and right click and actually uh, right click it, I think. Wait lang. And then, wait. No, double click it. And then, wait lang I'll just, did you already open your activity files or Sale or Mom says? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to how to show your so click this one and then share it, okay? And then click the share button. So for
Okay.
us for others to see, okay, just don't restrict it because if you restrict it, you will only be the one to have access to it. So it will not be displayed in your Google Colab notebook. So do it. So you upload your image, right click it and share. Then share, then just share it anyone with link. Okay. You just not share with others. Okay. Then you paste it in your browser, and then your file ID would be this one. IW, this one, up to here. Okay, then just copy this one and then paste it here. That's okay. So that's it. So we'll try it. Okay, wait. Wait. It's in a code. So this is the format. So for example, resume of PJ. And you just copy here. Okay, then click here. Just paste your, okay, where is that one? This one. Okay, so here is your ID. Okay, so in your activity, you can do it that way. Okay, so use this one in order for you to gain access in whatever image that you stored in your Google Drive. Okay, so I just leave it that here. Okay, so block quotes, to create a block quote, use a greater than sign. Okay. Okay, this is the appearance of the black coat. Okay, then we go now to the text cell, code cell, I should say. So code cell, this is an example of a code cell. So you can run the code cell by clicking the play button before it, or your shift enter, no, in your key. So syempre, the text cell has no play button, so shift enter or the play button. Okay, this one I called it a play button, the run button. Okay, so a code cell again. Okay, a code cell has a bracket, okay, before that. Okay, then use so you can in a code cell you can also comment out the text. Okay? Commented out certain text means it is not part of the code to be executed. Okay, so you can also use it for describing or explaining a code. But you can use your text cell, but you cannot use your text cell kasi within the code cell. So if you want to describe your code, okay, use this one. Use the hashtag, okay, or the comment out cell. Okay, for example, print the famous hello world. So those this one, okay? So what do you think will be executed here? It will only be the the line of code that has no as hashtag for us will not be executed. Okay, so if you execute this one, okay, this is only be executed. So for example, if you remove this line, if you remove this hashtag and you execute it, okay, it will also print this one. So if you don't want to execute a line of code, you please use a hashtag. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay. You can also, for example, diba, this is a line of code, and you want to describe this code after your within the line of code. For example, this is printing hello world. What happens when you execute it with this one? So it is the cell is treating it as a code. Okay, so if you run it, of course there's an error because it cannot recognize this command. So if this is a description, always have a hashtag before it. Okay, so that it will not be executed. Okay, so are we clear on that? Okay. So here pala the other one. Okay. So if you will not enclose this one, it will be treated as code. And if you run it, you might be encountering an error because, okay, invalid syntax, like that one. Okay. So always, if you have your description, always put it in a can. So if you want to utilize, yeah, this, if you want to utilize Python for your capstone project, you can use comment outs using the hashtag, so that when others read your notebook on how did you arrive on a certain code like that one, or what describes the code, okay, it's easier for them, okay, and also for you. Okay, so that's it. So in a cell code, okay, in a cell code, okay, the for example, ito. So things to remember. So what are the things to remember in using a cell code? So this is what I will explain. So there is such thing as a code execution order. Okay, so code cells are executed in the order that they appear in the notebook. Okay, be mindful of the execution order as variables and state persist between cells. If you run cells out of order, it can lead to unexpected results. What does it mean? For example, this is a code cell, di ba? A code cell has a bracket before them. So when you execute this cell, there is a number, an order number before that one. So the number 10 here means that the cell is being executed at the number 10 because we already executed here number 9, number 10. Okay, so this code cell, the variable a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, then print a plus b. When we print it, 1 plus 1 is, the output is 2, right? Then when you click this one, again, this is another, when, for example, you again execute this one and you assign different variables in your A and B, this time it's number 2. When you execute it, if you click that one, it's already 4 because your variable A has a new value of 2, not anymore 1, and your variable B has a new value of 2 and not a 1. So that's why when you executed A plus B, it's no longer 2. It's already 4 because this is the latest code that you have executed. Are we clear on this? Then, if you, for example, if you do a multiplication in a new cell, okay, that has not executed still. So what do you think is the product. So what's A? Is it 1 or 2? It's 2, since this is the last code cell that is this is the last code that is being executed with a variable named A and a variable named B. Okay, so if you execute this one, A times B, it's 2 times 2, 4. Okay, but what happens, for example, you did not delete your runtime, or you did not, restart your runtime. Okay, and diba, you see it, 10, 11, 12. So this is the order. And if you, for example, you run this one again. So if you run this one, it became now the 13th. So diba, 12 and 13. So if you run this again, what will be the answer now? What do you think is the answer? It's only 1. Why? Because A now was assigned with 1 and B was assigned with 1 because you already executed again. Okay? So be sure that if you declared variables and you use that variables all throughout your notebook, okay, be sure that the value of that variable will always be the last code that is being executed. Okay, so I hope that's clear for you. Okay, now runtime menu. What is runtime menu? So runtime menu in Google Colab provides various runtime functionalities and options for managing the execution environment of your notebook. So here's a description of the key functionalities and options you can find in the runtime menu. So run all. So what is run all? Ibig sabihin, which means that these options allow you to run all the code cells in your notebook, starting from the first cell and proceeding in order. Okay? So for example, okay, let's try it. So let's disconnect first from the real time, okay? Okay, then we'll reconnect. I will just demo it up for you to appreciate it. Okay? So it's connected already. So where is our first code of cell? Okay, here. I think this is one. So diba? So if you delete the runtime, okay, as I have said, the execution of your code cells will also be deleted. So that's why it has no longer, okay, it has no longer, what's that one? Order, no number in the bracket, okay? When you click on the runtime run all of your cells all of your code cells will be executed, starting from the very first code cell down, okay, in order, down to your last code cell. Okay, here, okay, so 6. Okay, then if you run this one again, it's number 7 already because the last number is 6. So that's the way on the Google Colab and the Jupyter Notebook run your cells. Okay, so the order is the order of execution is also the order you did your execution. Okay, so don't forget that one. And then, so let's also again disconnect so that you will have so what is run before and run after? So if you click, for example, you only want to run this up to this code and you will not run here again. So just click this one and all of the cells that all of the code cells that are before before the active cell will only be the one to be executed. So for example, you don't want to execute this first, okay? Only execute this one, okay? So you just select this one so that this cell is active, and then you just click runtime and run before or run after. So run before. So the only one that will be executed will be the code cells that is above the active cell that you have selected. Okay, it's self-explanatory naman. So run selection, okay, will only execute the selected code or the active code. Okay, the run above, that's it. Then interrupt execution. So for example, you have a code that and you run it or execute it, and it takes too long, you can always interrupt it by having this interrupt execution. Okay? Then restart runtime if you do not want to be disconnected here. Okay? You can always click here and you just restart the runtime. So if you restart the runtime, all of the code executions will also disappear. So you see, there's no more numbers. Okay. Then restart and run all. Okay. So it will run. Okay. It will restart the runtime and perform this run all. Okay. And of course, your disconnect and delete runtime, you can also access here. Okay. Okay, so don't forget, always after using your Google Colab notebook po, close it in the browser. Okay, so let's discuss your activity so that you can be guided. So let me just share your activity. So in your activity, okay, so this is your activity. So in your activity, di ba, classroom, where's the class? Okay. I'll just show you your classroom. Di ba what your classroom, di ba you have your classroom, then this is your activity. Can you see it? So this is your laboratory activity 1. Okay, view instructions. So in here, download the attached Google Colab notebook file name. So this is the Google Colab notebook, Ma'am Ces and Sir Sale and Ma'am Oluwa. So just click this one and then download. Don't open with Google Colab, Okay, just download it and then save it temporarily in your desktop. Okay, save this one in your desktop. Okay, so it's downloaded already in your desktop, right? Yes, Sir Saleh.
Sir, I did like what you do. Like when I click download, it will not show me the saving file.
Okay. What
I
what is showing in you?
It's
Can
like
you
I
can
cannot
you
download it.
can you share
Okay,
your can you share your screen? How about Mom says, is
okay.
this interface showing?
Combo window.
Oh, wait. Sorry, wait. I know now because it cannot. Okay, sorry, it's in view file. Okay,
That's
can you again, can you again, uh, uh,
I will.
is the download button already available?
Wait, lang, sir. I'm doing it.
Mhm. How about Mom says? Just check that. Yeah, because it's all.
Download. Yeah, sir. Still the same.
Still the same? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so okay naman with you. Can you share your screen, sir? So that I can see it.
Alright. Share now. You can see my screen.
Not yet, sir.
Wait, window. So how can I share the screen here?
Mm-mm.
Wait, share screen. Then they show me like Chrome tab, Windows, enter screen.
Mm-mm. Can you share your screen so that I can see it?
Okay, sir. How about now?
Okay.
You
The
can see
laboratory
it.
activity. Yes, your laboratory activity
So,
1. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
see,
you click it.
I
Yeah,
I
when you
press
click
here,
it,
right?
yeah. Oh,
Download, right?
yeah.
See, it will just go there. Then if I
Ah,
will open it here,
no, no, no,
this it
no,
will
not,
show me.
yeah, no, 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 no. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, you click the download. Okay, you click the
Okay.
you click the yeah, you click the download. Then go to the folder, sir.
Ah, the same
The
folder again.
no, no,
The file.
yeah, yeah, the file, that one. No, that one. Yeah, the in the
I think this one,
in the
right?
browser. No, 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 the other one. The other one. You
Ah,
go to.
ah,
Oh wait, that this
this
one.
one.
You click that one. You click that one. The download.
Okay. This
Wait,
is this
wait.
what it show.
No, no, the other one. The in the above in the website address. Wait, wait. I will show mine.
Which one? Okay, okay.
It's working. You need to kwan lang, sir. I think it's not. I thought it's not working. Wait. Diba? Okay. I will show you.
Ah, okay.
Wait, wait, wait. I will show you. Wait, wait. I will just stop sharing first. Uh, wait. I will just show you step by step on how would you do it.
Sige, sige.
Okay. So in your Google Colab notebook, so what we will do is to download first, right? So you all what you did, sir, is you downloaded the notebook. So that's the first step. So in here you already
Yeah,
have your yeah. And then uh this one, sir, this one, di ba? You have this one. And then when you
yes, sir.
hover this one, don't click it, sir, because it will open. So you need to go to the
Yeah, yeah.
folder, this one, you need to go to the
Ah,
folder so that you will go here in your the folder that you have saved your Google, your notebook. So this is now your notebook. And then
yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay now. That's the first step. The second step is to open your Colab notebooks in your Google Drive. So go to your Google Drive. So for example, wait lang, I will show you the Google Drive. So for example, this one. This is our, di ba, this is your Google Drive. So just
Yes,
go
sir.
to the Colab notebooks, the one with the golden color here. And then what does it say? Uh, create a folder and rename it to laboratory activities. So inside your Colab notebooks, just create. So it's either right clicking it and new folder and then laboratory
Yeah,
notebooks. So that we will be organized. Laboratory notebooks. Yan. And then you create it. And then that's the first step. And then this is the step of this one. And then go inside your laboratory activities, laboratory activities. Go laboratory activities. So you have already created your notebook. And then inside this one, you
yes.
create now this subfolder which is 01 welcome to Google Colab. This because this is your notebook, your first notebook. So again, right click or you can use this one here. So notebook, then this is the file name 01 welcome to Google Colab notebook, so that you will have your notebook here. And then go inside that one. So what does it say? uh, Upload the downloaded Google Colab notebook from the activity 1. Okay, di ba you have already downloaded this one and we save it in our desktop. This is one. So this file we need to upload in our in your folder. Okay? So what you can do
Okay.
here is okay, you can either drop files here or use the new button and file upload. If you use that, just select your notebook and then click open to upload. So here, it says it's uploading. Okay, so this is your notebook
Okay.
already, and you can already work on it. Wait lang. Let me. Where's the? So this is. So you have already uploaded, and once you have uploaded, okay, you already ready to work on the project, no? Then again, you submission. Okay, so that you so that you will be familiar. I did this so that you will be familiar on how to upload, download like that one. Okay, so if you have
Okay.
already uploaded it, sir, where's that one na? Okay, so this is your notebook na. So how do you open ba a Google Colab notebook? Diba? As I have told you, you just click your Google Colab notebook and it will be automatically be opened in the Google Colab interface. Yan. This is na. And then so this is your this is your activity. So 'di ba, what will you do first? You connect first. Okay? So you just connect it so that you can and then you will wait for it to be connected. And this activity is all about the text cell. So in here, so actually this is only a picture. So in here, what you will do is this is your expected output. Okay? So this is your expected output. Okay, so the first one should be my resume and then followed your picture. So this is the notes of your projects or your activity. So my resume, the word my resume should be a header one. So how would you code it so that my resume will become a header one like that? Then the personal background, educational background, family background, and hobbies. The text is a is a header two. Okay? Then also you
Okay.
need to format it that it's bold. So 'di ba my resume is bold, personal background is bold and underline like that. So you what's this one? You substitute it with your own details. Okay, so for example, your name, age, and educational background. Your educational background, you can place here your bachelor's degree. Okay, for example, bachelor's of degree in physical therapy, of science in physical therapy. Then this one kasi, di ba? Wait. So, uh, this one, no, formatted bold underline, and the header too. Then masters in information. Your course is formatted as ital. Di ba? This part is an ordered list, right? So how can you perform this one? Then this is also a italicized and bold. This is only a plain text, but it's indented one, and this one is indented under this one. Okay, so here only here a sample only, not a full resume. Okay, so for in this part you only write here your bachelor's degree. For example, bachelor's of degree in uh, nursing. Then where did you get your bachelor's degree? So indented, this is the format, and when, okay, for what year, from and to, like that. And your family background, in here we use the code block cells codes. Okay, your father's name, the title, father's name, then your father's name, and then the position or the job or the previous job of your father, and also your mother. So I would just like if you can, because this is the basics. Okay, then hobbies. So for the
Okay.
hobbies, we will utilize the ordered lists. It's numbering. So how can you perform this one? Okay. Then this one, the Python using Google Colab. So for example, no uh your hobby should have at least three level indention, so that in your third indention like this one, you use the code block cell, the tick, I think the tick character. Okay, there's a tick character here. Wait, this one, oh, that one, the highlighted one. And then the Facebook page, it's a link. Okay, so your this is the Facebook page description. It's in bold. Then this, di ba, link is composed of two. You have your URL description and the URL. So click here, and when I click this one, it will go into your profile picture. Okay? So yeah. Then after you have done it, sir and moms, okay, how to download your notebook again. So how to download? So wait, be sure. Wait. Why is that? Wait only. Okay, be sure to because the menus might be hidden. So just click here. Toggle the header. So to download it, sirs, moms, you have to click the file and then say where's download. Okay, download. So in Python, in Google Colab, I should say, you can there are two files. We have your notebook file and your Python file. So in this case, you click this download IPYNB. Okay, and then just what's the format again of our notebook? So download it. So just just copy your last name and first name. You just include it in the download. Is the one. Yeah. So file. Okay, download.ipynb as if. Oh, wait, what's the other one? Here. Diba? Wait, because diba your environment, your Google Chrome browser will automatically download it inside the folder, okay? So to do that, you can have your Google Chrome set it up so that it will ask first where you will download. So to do that, okay, where is that one? Click this one, this toggle here, and then click the settings. And under the settings, you go to this downloads here. And then just click this one. Ask where to save each file before downloading. Because it will, if it is not checked, okay, it will be automatically downloaded wherever location you specify here. Okay. So the next time you have downloaded, so again, file, download.ipynb. So this time it will ask you where to download. So you can temporarily download in your chosen folder. Okay, and then just have your file name with your last name and full name, save. Okay, and then go to our Google Classroom. And then upload it. Okay? I think there's Akon, di ba? Just upload the be sure that the one you uploaded is the one it has an activity, okay? Then I will check on that, okay? Okay, so that's
Okay, sir.
it. Okay, so I hope you one. Okay? So I think
Yes.
11:30. Yeah, it's 11:30. We can continue. So our so this is your activity. So I hope you can do it before Thursday. Okay. On Thursday we will go now to the Python start of the Python so that you can understand better. Okay, so I will adjust the requirement. It's ko naman it's simple lang. So it's only the activity can be done up to siguro up to the deadline for this activity, your activity number 1 will still be on September 20. Okay, so that we will be discussing the answers, so that we will, as I have said, the way to learn is to understand the code. Okay, so that's our class for. So it's September 20, but the output number 2 will be next week na because we are not yet done with that. Okay? So,
Okay, sir.
do you have any questions? I thought you cannot find the download link. Yeah, because it's auto-saving. Okay, so I will upload this
Yeah.
lecture if the Google is already, if Google will send me the file. Okay? Okay, so
Sige,
thank
sir.
you very much. Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, so you have classes on Saturdays?
No,
Wala
sir.
po.
Wala.
Ah, sorry, none?
No, sir. No class.
Okay. Your classes is on Friday. What about the other two? Friday, right? You have class Friday?
Yeah, on Thursday with Mom Janelle.
Wait, Thursday is from January? I thought we are Thursday.
Oh, I think Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Okay,
sir.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sige, see you on Thursday. Okay,
Sige,
thank
sir.
you. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you po.